Ignition sequence start. Astronauts report it feels good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower cleared.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Rocketbook live stream. We're here for the Back to Learning Bonanza. As always, I'm joined with Rocketbook co-founders Jake and Joe. We are celebrating teachers, giving awesome tips on how to use the Rocketbook in the classroom. And of course, we're celebrating our stellar school sale on GetRocketbook.com. Now through September 1st, we have 20% off every order of $20 or more, and there's a free mini for every order of over $75. I know what the biggest thing we've been excited about for this stream is our brand new Rocketbook prize wheel. Every caller that joins in is going to have a chance to spin the big wheel and get one of however many we have listed amazing prizes. So,
God, every time we do these live streams, the budget gets higher and higher. I love it. Remember when we thought the smoke machine was a big deal? Now look at us.
Yeah, this is at least running on Windows 95. It's a beautiful prize wheel, top of the line graphics.
That's amazing.
Can you go back to the prize wheel? Yeah, how does it work, Peter?
So the prize wheel is fantastic. For every caller that we have come in, they're going to ask us any questions they have. We're going to have a quick chat about anything they want to know, and then we'll spin this awesome wheel. It'll land on one of any of these awesome prizes, or the wild card, which hopefully more on that to come. And they'll be walking away from this live stream with something awesome.
It used to be just the opportunity to talk to me and Jake was the prize, but wow, we really brought it up another level.
Well, that's of course the number one prize they have, but it's just a little bonus on the top.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right. Something else that we had was we had asked our educators this past week to submit a few videos to us to let us know their questions ahead of time. I think we have a bunch of those saved up. So while we're waiting for our waiting room to fill up, I think we should maybe tune into one of those.
My favorite hack with my Rocketbook notebook is sending kids gifts. I'm a physics teacher, and oftentimes when I'm showing kids how to solve a problem, I need them to see it in steps, right? I got multiple equations, there's a lot of math. I'm doing one thing at a time as I solve for an unknown variable. And with my Rocketbook notebook, I can use the different colors to color code my steps, and then I scan each one individually, and the app builds it as a gift for me, and then the kids can see the solution a step at a time over and over again on loop. It's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
It's a great hack.
Animated gift functionality there. Speaking of physics and science, technology, engineering, math, STEM teachers, math teachers there, they are loving the new matrix, the Rocketbook matrix. It's got 30 page of graph pages, an index page, a line page. It's really great because it's really our entree into having graph pages, and this has been our number one requested add-on for our product line, and the number one page pack added on when people were pre-ordering the Rocketbook Orbit recently.
Yeah, and it's just a great notebook. I love it. My background in engineering, so I feel at home on a graph page. But I've had a lot of people write in who are into construction. Apparently, graph is big in construction, as well as students in physics and mathematics too. So it's a great graph page notebook.
Yeah, and don't forget that if you do want to tune in and ask us a question, the link to our chat right now is at the top of this page. You can also follow it through the link in the description to this video. We're open to take any questions, so please hop in, join us, and let us know what you want to know.
I'm still thinking about that guy's hack. I mean, why is making animated GIFs so satisfying? It's like magic, right? They just will never go away.
Yeah, and teachers using the matrix and animate. It's like memes for math.
Ooh, I like that.
If you're also familiar with the Rocketbook Help Center, we actually have a pretty cool article on just how to create GIFs. So I totally would urge any of our educators interested in making GIFs to head over there as well.
Yeah, very cool. Good hack. We have a lot of hacks lined up, Peter?
I believe we do have a lot of use
Looking forward
cases.
to what's next.
Yeah, I'm getting a transmission. Dylan is saying that we have a teacher who wants to tell us how to use Snapcast live. So if we can patch that in, that would be fantastic.
Hey.
Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, it's
How
a
are you?
fellow Jacob. It's so great to meet a fellow Jacob.
It's a great name.
Welcome.
Yes, it is.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah, you too. So you've been using Snapcast?
Yeah, so I'm a middle school theater teacher, and I think it was like 2 years ago we had a training, and if you built like the biggest spaghetti marshmallow tower thing, if you've ever done that, you got a prize. And so the prize was one of the Everlasts. And so I've been finding different ways to use it ever since then. And so one of the ways that I've been using it during like distance learning is that we do a lot of like stage drawings, like illustrating sets and set layouts and stuff like this. So what I'll do, start by drawing out my set and stuff like this. And then I didn't bring my whole, I call it my rig, but basically I like set like a Kleenex box on top of a book, on top of a thing. Anyway, I make a de facto tripod for my phone to do the Snapcast from. And then as I'm talking to them through Google Meets, what I'll do is I will show them what's going on here. And so this is sitting right here. And then I'll, take the pen and I'll illustrate like, okay, this is where we're going. So we're going to go through this way and, we're going to go around here. Then you hide behind this table and stuff like that. So that's what I use Snapcast for, so they can see what I'm drawing in real time. And I don't have to use like a mouse to draw because I can't do that. I can't draw.
That is so cool. That is so cool. What a great real world application. You're describing Joe's dream application there too. Joe's big on that. I bet you have like 100 questions, Joe.
I mean, I always just said when I was an engineer coding and a technologist, I still had to get in the room with people to share a whiteboard and get ideas out of my head and over to them. But it was like such a problem when people on my team were across the country. So that started to brew the idea of what would be Snapcast. And there's always like in an office setting, someone's on the phone with someone else. You wish you could just share something with them on a whiteboard, but no hardware, nothing else. We just wanted to make something drop dead simple so that people like yourselves could just relay information and ideas over to students and other people on their team. Right. So long as you have a regular whiteboard and your device in our app.
Jacob, I have two questions for you. And it's Snapcast works on all Rocketbook products, and so I'm glad that you're using it on just a good old-fashioned Rocketbook. I don't know if you've seen the ThinkBoard X2s, the small 8.5 by 11. Joe has one in his hand. I have one on my wall too. I can show you. But they're peel and stick whiteboards you can put on a desk, and that way you can have like that dry erase experience where you can erase a line with your finger and then redraw something. I don't know if you. Is that something that might interest you?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That would be something really useful because I do a lot of stuff, like as opposed to doing it like if I was doing it like this, this is it's kind of hard to see kind of thing. So if I, have one of those peel and stick right there, that would be pretty useful as well. I use the beacons on my big whiteboard, but I don't know if y'all have ever been around middle schoolers, but they're not really good at not touching stuff. So, it's really kind of hard to have a phone set up in the middle of the room watching the whiteboard. So, this is pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Thanks. So Dylan, let's give you a chance, or Jacob, let's give you a chance to spin that prize wheel before we get you out of here.
I wonder if you'll get a TBX too. Let's check it out.
Yeah, you might use that of a matrix too. I don't know. I could see that layout being helpful on a graph page. Let's see. Come on, give me something good. Oh! Space bag. All right.
Cool.
It's a fantastic backpack. It really is.
Rocketbook Space Pack. Check this out.
That's so cool.
If you put it on a desk, it really does a great job of standing up and not falling over. You've got your rocket pocket here. Keep a quiver of pens, your beacons, your notebooks all in here, and of course, plenty of room for your laptop, gym equipment, gym clothes.
Yeah.
So Jacob, great. If you just send us a DM on any social media site or send us an email at hello@getrocketbook.com, we'll be happy to fulfill this free prize for you and get that sent out.
Y'all got it. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Jacob.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Awesome. All right. I think we have a bunch of new callers in the line right now that Dylan wanted to patch in. So if we wanted to get another one in, that'd be great.
Oh,
sure. Oh,
hi from Cypress, Texas. First of all, I need your suit since we have to, socially distance. I could use the thing and then I'd be okay. What is the best way to use the Rocketbook that you have found, like for in middle school? Like if with virtual learning and such. If I'm because we're doing kind of a hybrid thing here where we've got kids in the class and I've got to teach virtually. So how would you use the Rocketbook to best kind of serve that?
Oh man, there are so many ways to do it, right? I'll start with a couple ways. Jake will have a few ways. Just at the basic level, what we really began designing the system of Rocketbook with students in mind. Thinking back to my days when I was a student, have a math class, I've got a science class, history class, and you've got 7 symbols here. So a student can assign one subject to each symbol. So when I mark off the diamond symbol and scan that page in, boom, it goes right to my physics homework or physics folder inside of, let's say, Google Drive. And another symbol, mark that off like the bell. I know without any other steps, zoom, that goes right to my history folder in Google Docs as well. So it doesn't just map to a specific destination like a service, but to a specific subject to keep you instantly organized, so you don't have to be spending time in between classes as you're running from class to class. That's one way for a student.
Yeah, and that's it's just the best and most futuristic notebook that there is out there, right? So any student that needs a notebook, it's just a great choice for them. Specifically, the classroom applications that we've seen, in particular, a lot of Google Classroom that rides on top of Google Drive. So that is one of our integrations. So students can have their notes set up to go directly to a Google Drive that you can access, and then within the app itself, you can also share directly to Google Classroom, so they can submit a homework assignment, like a PDF bundle, and go directly to a homework assignment and things like that. Any specific problem that you're trying to solve, Anna?
Well, I'm trying to think of how really I can use, like if I have, let's say we're doing guided notes in the classroom. And how can I get those guided notes to my kids that are at home?
Actually,
without having to write for them to have, so our guided notes might be like fill in the blank notes or something like that. How can I use Rocketbook to get the kids that are sitting at home on their computers kind of the same experience without having them to have to write every single thing out because I can't give them that paper?
Yeah.
I think that we have a use case video that was submitted to us that kind of touches on using Google Drive to post class notes publicly. If we can cue that one up.
Hi, this is Julie from Oregon. I wanted to share my Rocketbook tip. So I have created a class notes page in my class website. In here, I have a tab for each of my grade levels that I'm going to be teaching. And then there's a place here that we can upload the notes, so that you just take a picture at the end of the day, or ideally have a student take a picture of those notes, and then they will show up in a folder, just like this, organized with the name of the class and the date. Have a great day, and keep on keeping on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Problem solved. I'm glad I tuned in today.
Before
Annie,
you
want to take a spin at the wheel?
I don't have a wheel. How do I get the wheel? Wait.
Oh, it's on the screen right now.
All right, let's see. Big money, big money, big money.
110.
Who slipped that in there?
Well, you're
really the things that fell on the whiteboard.
She's not leaving with one pair
of the wheel. What do you think, Peter?
I think we should give her another spin on the wheel after that. That's a little lackluster.
110. It's ridiculous. Ooh. Oh, it's a matrix. Perfect.
That's more like it.
Brand new matrix.
Awesome.
It's got a hot cover
Thanks
pattern.
so much,
it's
Anna.
great.
Don't you
So,
worry.
Anna, thank you for dialing in.
You can send us a DM on any social media site or an email at hello@getrocketbook.com, and we'll be able to fulfill that for you.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being a teacher. You're awesome.
This is fun. I love this new
All right,
video
awesome.
chat feature.
This is fun. Apparently we have more than 100 teachers on the line, so let's just move right along to another.
kind of jealous. Do I get a spin of the wheel?
Hi.
I think
Hey,
at the end,
Eileen.
if we have time.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi. I'm not a teacher. I'm actually a student, but I wanted to give you a question. So I actually got my first Rocketbook for this week. This was my first week of school, and I've been using it like crazy. I've actually been uploading all of my notes to my Google Drive. I actually did like folders and stuff, and I found it super helpful. I've also been trying to be more kind of like sustainable, like less waste. So the whole like, like scanning and wiping and reusing has been really helpful. My question was, if you would ever consider doing maybe like a Cornell note kind of template for your notes, just because that's my preferred method of note taking, and I think it would be kind of helpful to have kind of like a specific, like already printed template to make those kind of notes.
Wow, great. Interesting that you're a Cornell Notes user. And by the way, I should say Joe went to Cornell. I don't know if that's relevant or not.
That's cool.
Here's a better answer to your question. We are not currently planning on launching a Rocketbook with Cornell Notes pre-printed on them. However, I do have some good news, because if you've seen the Rocketbook Orbit Kickstarter, oh, Joe's holding one in his hand. And what's on there is what we call page packs, which magnetically stick to the binding. And we have a whole bunch of different flavors of page packs that are available in the Kickstarter, which is now over, but it's on Indiegogo. And the Orbit will be available to the general public later this year. One of the page packs is Cornell Notes.
Oh,
so
interesting.
That's gonna be your product. I have a feeling.
A moment of quietness, just so we can feel the satisfying click of the magnets in the orbit. I don't know if you guys heard.
Oh,
that's lovely.
Yes.
Yes.
It is nice.
Thank you so much for your answer.
You got it. Well, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
Oh no, I'm not.
The most important part.
It isn't really out yet. You just got your sneak preview. You can go and get that probably on Indiegogo right now. But you're also going to have a chance now to get something free. So let's get to the prize wheel.
Something good for Eileen. Let's do this.
Again.
We removed that from the prize wheel.
All right, one more spin.
Another spin. Another spin.
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect for students. It really
Perfect
is. I know
for
we showed
students.
some of it before.
I love it.
Yeah. It's got the spot for pens right here. Get a couple different notebooks in front. Spot for your beacons down below. It's a really, really nice backpack. Good size too, so it doesn't matter what you need to put in there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eileen.
Thanks so much. Get in touch with us on any of our sites. Oh, bye, Eileen. But we'll be happy to fulfill that for you. All right. So I think while we have a moment, we should hop to another teacher testimonial if Dylan wants to patch one in for a moment. Oh, nope. We're skipping that. Never mind.
Michael.
Hey, Michael. I think you're on mute.
Put my headphones in. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. No, I just want to say I just picked up, actually got my Panda, and I got my Rocketbook, and I use them for work. And the other thing I've noticed is I'm looking at the graph paper one. I'm a huge nerd. I'll completely admit that, but there is a online app called Roll20 that D&D users to play remotely from each other, and that graph one, to be able to take a picture of that and send it to it and be able to use it as a map would have been an amazing thing for some of the games that we had going on now. And two, I just wanted to thank you guys for setting this stuff up. I mean, at work, for me to be able to just throw my notes to a coworker is fantastic.
That's
awesome.
So cool. Hey, you say you're a nerd. You're in good company here. We're notebook nerds and general nerds too.
I've logged a little D&D myself too.
We've heard of D&D and stuff like that. So. Do you think that having the matrix that has graph paper would take care of business for you?
Oh yeah. The graph paper thing. I mean, it's that would be awesome because it'd be able to just take the picture, throw it up to the PDF or PNG to the file, and once it's there, and then it's easy enough just to draw. There's a digital whiteboard, so players don't have to wait for me to draw out the whole thing and I can just like expose a little bit as it is. But your wife, do you really need another notebook? And I was like, this is completely different. This is a new notebook. And she was initially like, how can a notebook be new? But she really thought that the being able to send it to different locations is awesome.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you're a Panda Planner user too. Would you say that it's made you more happy because it's designed to make you more productive and more happy?
You know what? I will say that it's taking me some time to get used to it, but I am definitely getting into the what am I going to do first thing in the morning, sitting down, having a cup of coffee and trying to like look at what I got to do. I'm getting the goals done because I think it's asking me, if you go through the whole process, it asks you some pretty heavy questions where they're like, do in the next year, not just like, do you want to remember to have lunch today? That sort of thing. But no, I mean, I've had an eye on a Panda Planner for a long time and wanted to get those. But the thing I like about you guys doing it is that I would, with planners was I would start it and then not be able, wouldn't be able to keep up with it. But now it's not as much of an issue with me because if I can't keep up with it, I don't lose any pages. I can just go back, erase it, and say, all right, I'm starting fresh. I don't have to look back and, drop off. I can jump back in with no problem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think not to get too off topic, I think we actually do have a teacher testimonial about how to use the Panda Planner for planning their classroom. So if we want to patch that in for the moment, I think that'd fit in nicely here.
Perfect.
Hey, fellow teachers, I hope you're excited for another school year, and this is going to present all kinds of new challenges, which is why I'm really happy that I've had my Rocketbook Panda Planner to help me with this. As we know, teachers have to plan, and the calendars here are really useful, but they're also erasable, which means I can plan with flexibility as things come up that I need to know. Our school is also in a hybrid model, which means the graphic organizers in here that help me plan for both the days when I'm on campus, as well as the days when I'm working from home have been really useful. So far, the Rocketbook Panda Planner has been a lifesaver for me, and I hope you find it as useful of a tool as I have.
That's great. I love these testimonials. They do all the talking for us. It's just a great overview of how to use Panda Planner in the classroom. And I too, I love it. It's definitely helped me begin to build some habits that I was looking to do, especially with, as you said, in the morning, kind of review your day and your week ahead. So I've really come to like it as well.
I'm loving the gratitude part. I mean, our brains are trained to be critical about everything so that we can problem solve and fix it. But starting to train your brain to see what is there to be happy and grateful about is a really good exercise. But hey,
that's awesome.
I'm grateful that you get a chance to spin the prize wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm hoping for a matrix for you. Oh, but a fusion's a good one too.
Not at all.
Ooh. Yeah, very nice.
Awesome,
Yeah,
Michael.
guys.
So
Well, thank you very much for your product.
Email.
I will.
Thank you.
Was that what's the email again?
hello@getrocketbook.com.
Got it. Thank you.
Or thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
Take care.
Awesome.
You won the Rocketbook Fusion. Might take a moment to talk about that. That is one of our most versatile writing experiences. You've got weekly and monthly to-do outlooks. You've got the to-do spot on there as well, and goals, and as well as a free-form notebook with dot grid and lined pages. It's awesome.
Yeah, not just a clever name too. We called it the Fusion because we actually fused some planner functionality with a couple of different formats of note taking all in one notebook. So it's a great notebook, especially for students going back to school, I think, and then anyone looking for a light version of a planner together in one notebook, one minimalist notebook. It's actually probably my notebook of choice right now. Since I'm home, I don't really have to go anywhere these days. So
yeah,
I only need like a little bit of planning up front.
I think the Fusion's great, and I know that Michael had his eye on the Matrix. So if he still wanted to buy that, now would be a great time with our stellar school sale going on. He could get 20% off his order of $20 or more. And if anyone spends up to over $75, they also get a free mini, which is an awesome bonus for taking notes on the go. And that deal is valid on our site through September 1st, and no promo code is needed right on getrocketbook.com.
Awesome.
Cool. And it
What's
looks like we
next,
have
Peter?
another caller.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Hi, Amanda.
I am a teacher and I struggle with the planners. I have just got into Rocketbook and I love it. I plan on getting a Panda planner, but I was wondering if you guys plan on making specific planners for teachers, like with lesson plans and grade book areas.
That is
Wow.
a new idea. I think that's a brand new idea. And by the way, if anyone has a new idea, we love to hear them or vote on other ideas at ideas.getrocketbook.com. Amanda, what's like one of the go-to or important features that a planner for you as a teacher would have?
A to-do section with things like to copy, to print, to grade, just different sections that all teachers use. I'm a second-year teacher, but my planner last year I bought, and that's what I love about you guys. My planner last year I bought, I didn't use half of it due to everything going on.
Okay.
And so I love the idea of y'all's planners because I can erase it and just start up the next month if I need to, wait a few months, start up wherever.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll have to check out to see if there's any inspiration out there we could get looking at what teachers use. I do wonder, I acknowledge it requires a little bit of work. We've seen a bunch of teachers hack Rocketbook using Sharpies. So, using like a ruler to try to map out your own layout inside of a blank Rocketbook or a new Rocketbook Flip, which actually has totally blank pages.
Oh yeah, great idea. If you end up doing that, use the Sharpie, makes it permanent, and then the friction is temporary. So you've got your own custom one. Share it with us. Show us, hello, okay, Rocketbook, or even better on Instagram. We'd love to see like what the way you might be customizing your Rocketbook if you choose to do that.
It's the perfect day to mention it because every Friday we have our Fan Feature Friday on Instagram where we spotlight what our fans and users are doing.
Perfect.
So, Amanda, how about we get a spin of the prize wheel?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
What are you hoping for?
Anything really. Like I said, I just started using Rocketbook and I love it so far.
Ooh.
Oh, speaking of planners.
Wow. The brand new Rocketbook Panda Planner.
That's perfect because that was my next purchase goal.
Awesome.
Yeah. Do you have a color in mind? Because it comes in a bunch of colors.
I love that teal color.
Very popular. Yeah.
Teal's so big this year.
Amazing.
This is the year of teal, I feel like.
Perfect. So send us a DM on your favorite social media site or send us an email at hello@getrocketbook.com and we'll be happy to get that brand new Panda Planner sent out to you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks so much, Amanda. All right. Do we have any more callers on the line that we can patch in? Perfect.
Hello there. Hi. Thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, Daniel.
Well, first and foremost, let me just say, as a daily driver Rocketbook, it's the most useful investment I've made. I purchased my Rocketbook a year ago. Sorry about that. And ever since, it's the only notebook I've used. And I've noticed several things. And the first question I want to ask, which I'm pretty sure is on everyone's mind, is there any plan to improve the cover of the Rocketbook? My Rocketbook is my best companion in the classroom, but it's a glass cannon. It gets scratched very easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great question. And fortunately, I have a number of good answers for you, and then maybe one great answer. How about that for a preview? So we do offer a number of really nice folios now for your Rocketbook. This is the one for the flip, and it's a flip letter, so it's kind of a large one, but it's a great place to keep your pens and wraps up really tight, really durable, super durable folio cover. It's nice and soft to help protect it in your backpack as well. So a number of different folios out there for Rocketbooks and for flips. And then also we actually have a project in the skunk works for early next year for a brand new cover technology, I guess I would say. Joe, how would you describe the skunk works project?
It is Let's put it this way. We're calling it the Rocketbook 2.0. It's the next revolution in the physics.
You cut out there.
Did we lose Joe?
Yeah, I guess we lost Joe. Someone must have cut him off because they didn't want him to talk about it. That's probably why.
I think the NSA might have broken my connection here. What I was saying, I don't know where I dropped off, but we're calling it the Rocketbook 2.0 internally, and expect it to come out early next year, say maybe February on track. It's hard to track these things because it's deep in the R&D process, but it's a game changer in terms of the form factor, the durability, and the options, and just a crazy cool physical innovation that we're introducing into the market. So that's about as much as I can share.
Definitely something to look forward to. Absolutely.
All the time.
Yeah, and as always, it will start with a Kickstarter, so probably shipping sometime next year. But in the meantime, some great folio options.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Daniel.
I also have one more question. So with my Rocketbook, I use a application called Notion, but I've also used heavily something called IFTTT, which is used for cross integration between platforms. Is there any idea, and is there anything in the roadmap now for Rocketbook to have a full integration with IFTTT?
We're familiar with it. And are you using it today via email and just plugging IFTTT into email?
So what I end up doing is I upload it to my email, and then my IFTTT creates an automatic page in my Notion notebook where all my classrooms are separated based on the title. So if there's a native connection to that actually makes it a lot more easier and makes the usability and the flow much more efficient.
That is also a very good suggestion.
I love it. Imagine you can do so many cool things with IFTTT, also known as if this then that. Imagine you'd scan in your notebooks to turn on your lights or something. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's especially powerful now that we've integrated some of our handwriting intelligence into the app, where it translates some of your writing and and interprets your handwriting. So a lot of cool. You actually could turn on the lights in IFTTT. You could turn them on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give Daniel a spin on the prize wheel and see what he can
Speaking
get.
of high tech,
let's see high tech. I will take that T-shirt any day.
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you so much.
Send us an email or DM us. Let us know the size and color T-shirt you want. We'll have that sent out immediately.
All right, thank you so much. Hello at
Thanks so much, Daniel.
GetRocketbook.com.
Hello at GetRocketbook.com.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you, Daniel.
To not stray too far from the education path, I know we have a great teacher testimonial for using Snapcast in the classroom, and before it gets too late, I'd love to bring that up.
Hi, my name is Ryan McClain. I teach high school physics in Atlanta, Georgia, and one of the best ways I'm adapting to this virtual learning model is using the new Rocketbook that I have. And what it allows me to do is it allows me to write in it and hold my phone over it, and it will automatically take a picture of it, send that picture to a website for my kids to see, kind of like a whiteboard in my classroom. And so I can do a problem in here, explain it to them on a Zoom call, and if they need additional information, I can go in there, update the page, take another picture, and boom, it automatically updates it for them. So in this crazy world, Rocketbook definitely saving my life.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love all the I love how much Snapcast is coming up this live. It's great. It's a little bit unexpected. We should be doing more Snapcast demos.
You think we can show it off?
I had sent the link off to Dylan. If he can bring it up, I can explain. By the way, a little background here. If people don't know, Snapcast we originally developed for use with our Beacons product. Put it on the corner of any whiteboard, and then you can live stream your whiteboard. And then that was then integrated into the ThinkBoard X2, which is here on my wall. I actually use it. And then Dylan, if you can bring up my Snapcast link, and everyone has a unique link inside the app. What you can do is throw a little star up there, and then simply rescan it with the app. This takes a second here. I'm in sort of a dark room, and then what happens is it updates live on with the speed of the internet, or Dylan's internet.
There it is.
There it is. But You can imagine teaching a class. We sometimes do it at Rocketbook when we're brainstorming and just trying to, build together some diagrams on a whiteboard. So it works with any Rocketbook product, ThinkBoard X, Beacons, obviously, but then we added it to the Rocketbook. And I feel like it's coming up more and more for use with Rocketbook, and people are just using the Snapcast feature in a Rocketbook, which I guess makes sense, but it's the classic, we designed the product for a different use, and then it's begun to evolve into a new use. So
it is.
I'm really...
You get a unique URL that you can share with anyone if they're on the phone, but you can also take it and share it in a Zoom session or a Hangout session, team session, and share. Bring your whiteboard, your real whiteboard, right into the collaboration of the cloud.
That's awesome. It is really helpful during meetings. All right, I'm getting word from Dylan, our behind the scenes hero, that we're running a bit low on time, but we still want to get to as many questions as possible. So we're going to go through a bit of a lightning round with getting people in, answering their questions, and giving them prizes. So without any further delay, let's get it going.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, nice. Well, first of all, thank you guys for your product. I love it. I'm a recently graduated PhD student, now a teacher, and I went from this life of having like notebook after notebook after notebook after notebook to this life. So as you can see, I'm a big fan. And
Perfect.
my question to you, I want to be quick so more people get a chance to talk, but my question to you would be, would you consider making it available for us to make custom requests for Rocketbook? Because I've been listening, for example, as a teacher, if I can select, I want these pages on my Rocketbook, like for the classes or something of the sort. And even if it's customizable, depending on if we wanted the size and the different type of pages, that would be amazing. Like, I would definitely get that. So would you consider that?
Like, so this is like a build your own Rocketbook, basically select a bunch of different pages and into the, that is an idea. That is an idea that we've been toying with for quite some time. And you can imagine there's some like logistical hangups to that, as well as, the user interface to that. But I think we're going to end up doing it. What do you think, Joe?
I think, we're going to end up having some, we already have a form of modularity. We call this modularity 1.0. We're going to then in later versions expect, just like every other sort of hardware device, you're going to see more and more enhancements and new innovations that make new types of modularity available. You can also expect to see, within the next, let's say, couple of years, I think, safe harbor on this, no guarantee, but the actual ability for you to print out your own Rocketbook pages and have custom templates already there, whether it goes through your laser printer or at a FedEx or Kinko's or Staples or something like that.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, guys.
We're working on it. Keep asking for it, so we know it's important to everybody.
For sure.
Let's get that prize wheel up first.
Okay, cool. Let's see what I get. This is exciting.
Oh, shoot.
Another free mini.
Do you need another mini, or do you want to take another spin?
My purse.
Do you like the mini, or you want to take a second spin here?
Oof, I might risk it. Okay, one more spin and then let's see.
Nope.
I'll take it.
Oh,
Panda Planner.
Yay! Thank you so much, you guys.
Awesome. And that email to contact is on the screen right now. hello@getrocketbook.com.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's hop right in with another caller.
Hi guys, I just want to say I really like your matching jumpsuits and the sunglasses. That's really cool. I'm a rather new user of the Rocketbooks, and I just transferred from a community college to a university. And my question is, how many Rocketbooks would you recommend for like say 3 to 4 classes at the university level?
No more than 50 Rocketbooks. No, I mean, in all honesty, you should only really need one. And the 7 symbol system should help you stay organized. And I would probably recommend the Fusion if you were to get your first one, because it just has that diversity of planning, line pages, and dot grids. And then as you get a taste of it, then you might find you might want a Panda Planner, let's say, for more robust motivational style planning. or if you're really digging, the dot grid, but you want a graph paper, then move over to the matrix. That's my opinion. I would definitely start with one, and you should be able to get by with one. I can't say you're not going to get addicted and you're going to be able to stop at one though.
Yeah, and they're all endlessly reusable, so you don't have to worry about ever running out of space. It's just a matter of how often you want to erase and scan, and as well as all the different pre-printed formats that are in all the notebooks.
All right, great. I think my green fusion should be coming in today, so I'm very excited.
Let's add to your collection already.
All right.
No fusion. Oh, is it a wild card?
I've been
waiting for this to come.
Wild card.
We should have a special noise for that one.
We don't have budget for that, Joe.
And might I ask, what is the wild card? Yeah.
You can pick any prize on the wheel, Evan.
Let's see the wheel again. Let's see that wheel again.
Ooh, I really wanted the Panda Planner, but I'm also considering the space pack too. What would you do? Like, I don't want to take any more time. What would you do, Peter?
Me, I think you need a fresh space pack to carry around campus to show off.
Sounds good. I'll take that. I'll take that space pack. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks, Evan.
God, that was exciting with the wild card, huh?
I'm really glad we got to get to it. I think we have probably another time for one more caller.
Hey, everyone. Glad to be on.
Hey, Glenn.
So I'm not a teacher in per se of the younger variety, but I am a teacher of adult education at my job. I'm a fairly new user of the Fusion. Got an executive Fusion. What's that?
What subject do you teach?
So actually, I'm an entomologist. So I teach in a pest control industry, adults how to do pest control, about bugs, all this kind of stuff. So it's a slightly different than like classroom teaching. And I'm doing more lecture type stuff. I'm doing a lot of live streaming, like we're doing today of classes, especially in this era of not being able to put 200 people in a room together. So we're doing a lot more of this. So I'm in love with the Fusion. I would actually recommended it to Evan as well for college. I wish this had been around when I was in college. It would have saved me a ton. But the real question I have is I'm using it a lot more to take notes and then send it to the platforms where I would love to have more OCR capabilities. So my real question was, I'm going into each one of these platforms and saying, like, does it accept OCR? Is there guidance anywhere on which one of these platforms work with the device, with the notebook, and say, these have OCR capability, these don't, these just accept a PDF?
Yeah, it's a great question because we are always adding different layers of what we call handwriting intelligence, which is all based on OCR, optical character recognition, and doing new and interesting things with your writing. Yep. And you're right, depending on where you send it, we use it slightly differently. And so the person to ask, Peter, is there a place online that people can go to understand exactly which destination, how it uses the transcription and things like that, and smart titles?
I would certainly say to head to our help center. We have an entire section about using OCR. For the most part, every destination is going to be able to take advantage of smart titles. The app is always going to have smart search regardless of where you're sending. As for full text transcription, currently we offer that for email, Google Drive, OneNote, and Evernote destinations. But as Jake and Joe said, we're always trying to expand that. We're always trying to offer a better product and really give as many features as we can.
And I just want to add one more plug. We just added a new handwriting intelligence feature. It's in beta on iOS, but everyone should have access to it, where we can extract to-dos right out of your writing and create a digital to-do list inside the app.
Oh, I have seen the smart to-do show up.
Yeah.
The link
I haven't figured out where that goes, though.
It's exciting.
I haven't figured out where that smart to-do list actually shows up in the app. But I've seen it ask me if I want to add it to a smart to do. So
that feature is going to be right in the app, and the help center is going to show you how to do that. But if you do have any questions, again, that hello@getrocketbook.com email is a great resource to use. So let's spin that prize wheel.
That inbox is just crawling with customer questions these days, but Peter will get to little entomology humor there for you.
Yeah, I caught it crawling.
I was going to say there's a lot of buzz about that.
Hopefully I won't be a pest.
Hey. Ooh,
awesome.
Free t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
All right, so send us an email at hello@getrocketbook.com. We'll be happy to get that out to you.
Sure will. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Dylan's telling me we have time for 2 more questions, so let's get to those as quickly as we can.
Hi.
So I am a student that uses my Rocketbook for taking notes, and I was wondering if there's any plans to make index cards or post-it notes or something, because those are things that I use for studying and for retaining information. And I think that if I could have those to be able to scan those into the app and add them to like my OneNote or my Google Drive, I think that that would actually really help me.
Let me just
first of all,
into the lab.
I love your name, and second of all, have you planted microphones inside of any of our offices? Because Jake, why don't you show a little sneak peek that nobody has seen before?
This is just between us, all right? So in the lab, which I'm actually in right now, as you can tell, since I'm in outer space, we are working on a design for index cards, which we will be calling cloud cards, endlessly reusable, and a new special way to scan them and use them inside of the app. So glad to hear you bring up index cards. And as far as post-it notes go, that I would say that's more in the R&D ether. As you can imagine, making it endlessly reusable sticky note is difficult because you want to make sure it sticks forever as well as writes forever. So thinking hard about that one. Index cards, your dreams coming true later this year.
Wow.
Awesome. Let's get a spin of that prize wheel too.
Oh, Dylan?
There we go.
Come on, something good. Oh,
yeah.
Matrix, the brand new Matrix. Nice. Graph pages. Perfect. Even has the scale on it, and has a nice index page right up front, so you can list everything that's inside of your graph page notebook. Awesome for labs. I don't know if you're doing chemistry labs or physics labs or things like that, but it's perfect for it. So great notebook for students.
Awesome. So send us an email. Let us know your mailing address. We'll get that sent out ASAP. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like we're down to our last caller. Let's patch him in.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Hi.
Long time user. I've already gone through 2 notebooks. My girlfriend has a notebook. I have the beacons. I actually showed them to my manager, and now the entire company wants them.
Awesome.
But so my question for the beacons is there a next gen beacons coming up? Because I know, like, we were talking, and I remember I was in the live stream when you guys actually announced them, how you can actually combine them to make the area even bigger. So is there a plan for something else?
We are always thinking about it. Before I get into new ideas, I'm curious from your perspective, what would you like to see be added to Beacon's functionality? What did you have in mind when you're asking this question?
So right now, mostly when we have team meetings, we are actually in 2 or 3 different locations. So the stream has been probably like the best feature that we use for it. But it'd be nice. So what I would like to see is maybe like multi-stream support almost. So like if you're in one place and I'm in the other, and we both have the beacons going, we can switch back and forth easily.
Ooh, yeah. So yes, additional Snapcast features. That's I know what you mean. So like dueling Snapcast screens, so that we can just be collaborating in real time. I like that.
Or even streaming it to, for example, like a Google Chromecast or something like that, so it goes onto a TV.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I like that too.
Well,
I like that too.
It up so you can send it to the TV, and then from another step, we don't yet have those direct integrations to, like, let's say, a Zoom or a Chromecast. So when we hear these requests, this is what really drives our priority.
You're planting seeds right now.
And we'd like to say that when you buy a notebook product, when you buy beacons, it's a lot like buying a Tesla. You know that new features are always on their way. We're always launching new features as well that'll matter to your existing products too.
Yeah, like my first Rocketbook was actually from the Kickstarter campaign, and so were the beacons.
Wow, thank you so much for being an original backer. Yeah.
And I know you did.
Now I'm hoping for the Panda because my girlfriend will love that beacon. She's gonna be a teacher in about 3 months' time.
Let's get a spin and see if it's Panda.
Come on, Panda. Come on, Panda. Oh. Whoa! That's a great prize, Daniel.
Yeah. The combo pack.
This flip capsule it's really outstanding. It's awesome because it's a whole folio for the flip, and it adds a level of sophistication to a top turn notebook. So turns this top turn notebook into something that you can bring into the boardroom or the classroom, as we say.
Perfect.
If you happen to know anyone who's a lefty, it's great for lefties as well.
Yep.
She can do both.
Wow, ambidextrous.
Awesome. Right. Thanks so much, Daniel.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for calling in.
I did notice that Daniel mentioned ordering beacons for his whole team, and I do want to have a chance to plug for our sales team. We do offer bulk orders and customizations that you can email us at hello@rocketbook.com. We'll put you in contact with them. We've done countless different customized Rocketbook notebooks over the years, and it's become a real hit in both education and the business field.
Good plug there, Peter.
All right. It looks like Dylan wants to get one testimonial in before we sign off for the day. So let's get that going.
Hey, guys. You hear me all right?
Yes.
Cool. All right, cool. So the other day, I have all sorts of Panda planners. I was actually on the release video testimonial for the Panda planner. And so I got the Panda Planner, and I have one. I bought one for my sophomore high school student, and he started to use it, which is going to make him, really successful, super successful. But we have one kid that's gone to App State, and he sent us a message the other day. And one of the issues he was having is he was having to write out his assignments, and then he was having to email them to his teacher as a PDF. And he wanted to know what app would be good for that and everything. And I said, you know what? I have the exact item that you need. So we ordered him the core, and as we're starting to order him the core, my wife, who I've talked to many times about the different Rocketbooks, came and said, you know what, I think I need a Rocketbook. I've thought this for a little bit, but I didn't want you to be right. So, when it comes to Rocketbooks, it's always right. So so we got her one as well, and so it's we're turning this into a whole just Rocketbook family over here. But as a success story, if any other kids are having to email stuff as a PDF, he can have all sorts of different teachers, each one a different teacher, and email all his subjects as needed. So I think it's really going to help him as his first year in college.
That's perfect. Yeah. Good work turning your wife around too. I'm starting to think there might be something for this whole Rocketbook thing.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Truly is a product for the whole family. And actually, I like that application. You sort of snuck it in there, but yeah, having each symbol go to a different teacher's email address is just a great way for students to submit their homework remotely, automatically, and it's they can control it right there with just a stroke of a pen.
Yep, exactly.
Very cool. Yeah, awesome. Want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Core.
All right.
You can keep the core, or you can spin one more time since you're our last caller.
I'll go and spin. We just ordered the core for him, so we'll spin again and see what happens.
Set of beacons?
Beacons.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll see you guys later.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
It does look like that was the last call we're going to have time for. So I want to thank everyone who we didn't get the chance to get to. Thank you so much for calling in. Sorry we couldn't get to you today, but absolutely DM us on any of our social media sites. Send us an email at hello@rocketbook.com. We're always happy to help answer any questions, to chat about anything Rocketbook. We're all huge notebook nerds. So please
Yeah.
do contact us.
This was awesome. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who couldn't get through for your interest, because I mean, this was just so action packed. It was awesome.
Yeah, and before we go, just one more plug for that stellar school sale on GetRocketbook.com through September 1st. We have 20% off every order of $20 or more, and a free mini for any order over $75. That's on GetRocketbook.com in the US and Canada. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.